The Chiefs are favored, but I'm going with the team that's been standing up to the Super Bowl champions and the Super Bowl favorites, the Tennessee Titans, the Giant Killers, the Giant Killers, the Giant Killers, the Giant Killers.
Arrowhead! Two-time Blues coming to take over! You wanted hyenas! You got hyenas! Titans!
Chiefs are favored, but I'm going with the team that's been standing up to the Super Bowl champions and the Super Bowl favorites, the Tennessee Titans, the Giant Killers, the Giant Killers, the Giant Killers, the Giant Killers.
I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin'. Put the shot up, watch it fallin'. Every day I wake up, yeah, I'm ballin'.
To all the Chiefs fans out there, congrats. Y'all are headed to the Super Bowl. Y'all are headed to the Super Bowl. Wow, what a season. And again, I remember at the very end of the regular season, I commended the Chiefs for how they just did not give up and they fought to the very end of it. And despite Mahomes missing a couple games, despite them even dropping a couple games when Mahomes was even playing, they still kept fighting, and they end up at the very end getting that number 2 seed. And boy, it made a difference. It made a difference. And not saying that if they would have been playing away games that they wouldn't still went in there and did their thing. But they had having home field advantage. It makes a difference. Real quick, Titans fans, I can't, because I want to say don't feel bad because your team, they shut a lot of doubt down. They shut a lot of people up. They proved a lot of people wrong. Nobody saw them getting this far. I know there's even a lot of Titans fans that didn't even see them getting this far. But at the same time, while I want to say don't feel bad because your team exceeded expectations, but I can't tell you how to feel after losing in the AFC Championship game. Because I mean, if I was in a position to, I would feel bad too. I mean, Titans, both of these teams beat my Ravens this year. Both of them. Chiefs did it early on. Titans did it last week. But that's part of the game, man. There can only be one winner. One winner with the Super Bowl. So it's either going to be the Chiefs or the Pack. Anyway, this game, the Titans came out. They came out and they were scoring. Real quick, big shout out to the Titans offensive coordinator because one thing that I really like about him, I think they said his name was Arthur. I forgot the last name, but Titans offensive coordinator, he gets the most out of everybody. And I love that. He gets the most out of everybody. Obviously, Derrick Henry, we know what he could do. He didn't really do it in this game too much. Early on, it looked like he was getting ready to, but then Chiefs, they started slowing him up. And I think Mahomes might have ended up getting more rushing yards than him, but I'm not 100% sure on. Either way, the Titans offensive coordinator, he got the offensive lineman catching touchdown passes. He, like last week against my Ravens, he had Derrick Henry throwing touchdown passes. Everything that they run and design with Marcus Mariota, well, that they designed with Marcus Mariota, since he's not going to be there next year. They just been creative with it. Titans, I would say for Ryan Tannehill, I wouldn't sign him to a long-term deal yet. I would either franchise him or sign him to a one-year deal with a lot of incentives. Because I would really want to see this thing for a full season. Derrick Henry getting ready to be a free agent, but we know Derrick Henry is really not getting ready to be a free agent. Titans ain't letting him go nowhere. They are not going to let him go anywhere. So he's going to be right back there in Tennessee. Because there's no way that they let that dude go. But shout out to them, man. Shout out to Vrabel for doing his thing this year. Shout out to all the Titans, man. Shout out to all of them. Because we certainly will remember the Titans. I know my Ravens will, because y'all are the reason that we ended up going home last week. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on a really, really good season. Their defense was very underrated to me. They're very underrated. I slept on their defense going into the game with them against the Ravens, and they certainly gave me a nice little wake-up call. Certainly did. And their offense has just been very efficient. And I talked about that before. The Titans' offense has been super efficient, especially since Ryan Tannehill took over. But it just wasn't enough this game. It just wasn't enough this game. They couldn't hang. They couldn't hang. They tried to the very end, but they couldn't do it. Now on to the Chiefs. They ended up being down, 17-7. And then they kept showing that statistic that, ever since the Chiefs were down 17-7, they ended up getting like over 350 yards on offense, and the Titans only had like under 40. And it was like, whoa, what happened? What was going down? But you saw this Chiefs defense being super physical with a Derrick Henry. You saw this Chiefs defense stopping stuff. You saw this Chiefs defense, like all the talk that they had been getting about, oh man, this Chiefs defense in the last 6 weeks or 8 weeks of the season or something like that. There had been a lot of talk about them. And I was looking and I was thinking, yeah, okay, it's cool or whatever, but I didn't really take them serious. But today they showed up, man. They showed all the way up. And even last week, they had their little hiccups here and there. And for some of it, they were put in some bad situations. And then the offense, when your wide receivers are just dropping everything, known to man, it's going to hurt the defense too, because they're going to have to come back on the field over and over again. Of course, Tyreek Hill with that fumbled punt return last week, and then that set the defense up in a real bad situation. I mean, most defense is not going to be able to bail you out of that. But they tightened up. They tightened up. They went down like 24-0 last week, and they tightened up. They went down 17-7 this week, and they tightened up. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize what I was saying. They tightened up. But anyway, and then, of course, you got Patrick Mahomes. Man, one thing that I loved about this game with Patrick Mahomes, and I love when I see Patrick Mahomes do it, I loved how he used his legs. This guy may be the best passer in the league right now, Patrick Mahomes, and this guy, he's been doing it since last year, where you think he's throwing it away, you think the play is over, but he extends, and then he throws it, and you're looking, while you're watching the play live, you're like, oh yeah, he's throwing that away. He threw that away. And then it goes right to a receiver's hands. Now, whether that receiver catches it or drops it, it's not up to Patrick Mahomes, but it goes straight to the receiver's hands. It's like, oh, boy, this guy, he's too good. He's too good. But the thing I love about this game, and he did it last week a little bit too, but this game, definitely, I love when he uses his legs even more, because that makes him that much more dangerous. That makes him that much more dangerous. I know he ain't no Lamar out there, but nobody is. And I don't expect anybody to be. But he can still cause some damage with his legs, as you saw today. Now, I thought, I forgot who was it, Tremaine Brock? I forgot who it was that just, a cornerback or safety had him. He had him right in front of him, but he decided to do a little petty arm tackle or not even really hit him or anything. I'm like, really? Like, he's clearly a runner. He's trying to get to the end zone, and you trying to protect the end zone, but he's like, oh, no, Mahomes, you can have it. You can have it. And he's not protected. He's not protected, so it ain't like you got to ease up because he's a quarterback right then and there. You're not rushing him in the pocket. So he's a runner. So you can do your thing. But he decided, you know what? I'm going to play pity-pat with him. And he tried to play pity-pat with Patty, and Patty ended up getting the tutty. So that was it. That was it. Tyreek Hill had a monster game. He had the jet sweep touchdown, and then he had the beautiful touchdown pass and catch. He's just continues to be a monster. I mean, this offense is just amazing, man. This offense is amazing, and that's nothing new. And they finally get to where they should have been last year. They should have been here last year, but they got okey doke by NFL. NFL had other plans last year. Remember the Tom Brady tap? 15-yard penalty, roughing the pass. No, that wasn't right. Anyway, but they deserved it. Before this season, my Super Bowl picks were the Chiefs and the Saints. I thought both teams that should have been there last year, but the NFL got involved and took them both out in their own special creative ways. I thought the two teams that should have been there last year, I thought they were going to both make it this year. One of them made it. The other one obviously lost to the Vikings in overtime a couple weeks back, unfortunately. But yeah, Chiefs, they in there. They represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. Now, for me, I didn't care who won this game. I just wanted to see a good game. But the Chiefs said, "No, we good on that." Well, it's going to be a good game for us. And for the Titans, it's going to be a good game for them for a little while. But you know how these things go. And yeah, they took care of business, man. So shout out to the Chiefs, man. And again, congrats to all the Chiefs fans. I know y'all know I love y'all. Y'all been talking a lot of trash to my Ravens fans. About my Ravens, to me, y'all been talking a lot of trash, man. But you deserve it, man. You got it. I can't talk no trash back to you. I can't say nothing because my team, they sitting on the couch right now. We watching y'all. So as a fan of a team that's in the AFC, go do your thing. Go do your thing. Go win it. Go get it. Go do what you gotta do. This is a fun season. I know it's not technically over yet, but we got one more game left. Then the Pro Bowl, which I'm actually be watching a little bit more of since Lamar and company gonna be in there. But I said, then the Super Bowl, then that'll be it. Then we all start over from scratch. But Chiefs, for you guys to have made it this far, that's special. For your fans to have to be able to experience this is special. As a Ravens fan, I know what it feels like. It's been a little while, but to be here is such a great feeling, and it's so fun. And nobody can tell you anything for 2 weeks. Nothing. Your team is in the Super Bowl. Celebrate, have fun, still be good people, but enjoy it because it ain't nothing like it. It's nothing like it. So Chiefs fans, congrats. I know Arrowhead, they going crazy right now. You know they gotta be. They gotta be going crazy right now. And they said the last time Chiefs been in the Super Bowl was 50 years ago. 50 years ago. So that's that. Anyway, team, keep it clean. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And again, Chiefs, congrats. And just like the Titans and the rest of the AFC with the playoffs, I'm out.